6 things millionaires never buy. We've always wondered what we would buy once we became millionaires, because millionaires can buy anything and everything they desire, right? Even though that might be the case, it doesn't always mean that the wealthy are blowing dollars everywhere. They can be pretty frugal, and you might be asking why. If you want to know the reason, then you should watch this video through to the end. A millionaire is a state of mind, not a position. Money is an emotion, not a thing. You can become wealthy if you grasp the notion of money. Most millionaires are not concerned with appearing wealthy. They experience wealth from the inside. Even though they can purchase practically everything, they don't. More than 80% of millionaires have modest lives. Millionaires do purchase opulent objects, but they carefully consider them and their financial situation before making a purchase. In this video, we'll talk about those 6 things that millionaires never buy and why they don't. So let's start. Number 1. Big houses. Millionaires are good money managers, and thus they recognize that the best piece of real estate is the one they can afford and won't try to spend more on a home than they can comfortably afford. Sure, you want your home to feel cozy, enjoyable, and a place where you feel safe, but there comes a moment when the topic of money comes up. They're aware that a home should be comfortable, fulfill your needs, and make you happy, but it shouldn't break your bank account. People that are good with money recognize that a home is an expense that must be one you can afford regularly. They realize that buying a house is a long-term investment that you must be able to pay for. A house that you can't afford will cause havoc in the future. People that are good with money purchase a home that is well within their budget. They're confident that they can always pay the mortgage if something goes wrong, such as someone losing their job or things spiraling out of control. 2. Luxury cars. A brand new car loses 20% of its value in the first month and 10% in the first week. A wise financial person wouldn't want to take on that kind of loss. People that are good with money understand that buying used vehicles offers the best value, and that by keeping the same vehicle for a long time, they can save a lot of money. You are essentially obsessed with vehicles unless you genuinely appreciate driving expensive cars and the way they look. Therefore, spending a lot of money on them is pointless. People who are good with money realize that cars are simply a means of transportation. It doesn't matter how they appear. What counts is how they work and if they're dependable. What they sound like, how they feel, nothing else is relevant. Good money managers are aware that function should take priority over aesthetics. Any new car that a self-made wealthy client wants to keep for a time is often purchased rather than leased by them. They can save money between car purchases by retaining their vehicles for an extended period instead of making monthly payments. 3. Branded wardrobes. A Hermes purse, a $1 million Bugatti, or a classy Rolex watch have always been considered symbols of belonging to the in crowd. However, it's becoming less common among the wealthy. People who are good with money are aware of what a brand stands for and only purchase products that speak to them. Brands invest heavily in marketing to encourage consumers to purchase their goods. Yes, some labels do have meaning. Some products are worth the money they cost because they address ethical or environmental issues. But some people only need greater profit margins, simple as that. Instead of wasting their money on expensive luxury goods that don't fit their lifestyle and thinking, millionaires are more concerned with making the best use of their money and collecting it. Nowadays, a lot of wealthy people choose to invest in education, personal wellness and fitness programs, and privacy over material things like clothing and furniture. Also, looking for new items to buy takes a lot of time, and millionaires prefer to spend that time engaging in productive activities rather than wasting it. Although millionaires have the means to purchase the newest trends from the most renowned designers, this does not guarantee that they do so. People who are good with money don't stockpile cheap items that will break or fill their wardrobes with fast fashion apparel. They would rather invest their money in long-lasting things. 4. Opulent toys. Now, by toys, we mean luxury toys like camping cars, jet skis, golf clubs, sports bikes, and much, much more, which we find fascinating when we see rich people acquiring these things in movies. But in reality, things are different. Millionaires don't buy these things because after 1 or 2 uses, they'll be left rotting in the backyard or storerooms of their houses. So why waste money on such things which they can enjoy by renting them out once or twice and using that money to invest in something meaningful? Entertainment is necessary for life. It keeps people fresh as they get to enjoy some relaxing moments in the daily hectic working routine. Some people frequently spend thousands of dollars on purchasing luxuries for this purpose, but those who are clear about their needs and means avoid straddling the two boundaries. Also, millionaires don't buy expensive vacation plans, such as booking a 5-star resort. Rather, they stay close to nature and stay in normally priced hotels and save their money. Even more so, when you have some extra money in your bank account to spend if you choose, it might be difficult to determine when enough is enough. Our society depends on individuals spending money, so many people have developed the bad habit of excessively spending. However, millionaires are adept at managing their finances. 5. Expensive meals. Self-made millionaires know the worth of their money. They know exactly what expenditure is essential to them. Before spending money on something, they think about it and make decisions wisely, as they don't let themselves be driven by impulse. So they avoid eating out at restaurants that charge too much for a good meal. There are restaurants we have seen that charge extra for their servings. Millionaires don't seek social status by eating at famous and expensive places. Rather, they prefer a good, filling meal that serves their money's worth. They understand the purpose of food, which is to feel filled and grateful. They would rather eat at places that serve good food at a reasonable price than at those that serve extravagant fare. Also, millionaires try their best to avoid eating out frequently, because the cost of one meal out almost equals the worth of groceries for almost 4 or 5 days. They try to eat at home. Home-cooked meals are the best in quality and hygiene, and it also saves them tons of money. They don't buy bottled water, everyday morning coffee, or lunch from outside, but tend to take water from home, make their own coffee, and take packed lunches with them. Millionaires do all these things to save money. By avoiding these daily expenditures, they save a crazy amount of money that most people don't realize they spend daily. Number 6. Up-to-date gadgets. Gadgets are interesting, but millionaires aren't attracted to them because they don't really need them. Every month, we see newly released gadgets on the market, and people are rushing to buy them as the new gadgets are cool. Millionaires avoid that. They know what they need, and they don't spend thousands on buying new, cool headphones when their own headphones are worth just a few dollars and can serve the same purpose. Millionaires know that time is money, and those things which take a lot of time are not on their list. Gadgets, new games, these things are addictions, so millionaires try to stay away from such things. They not only save money, but also a lot of time, which they invest in healthy habits and try to do something productive. The investment of money pays off, and they value their time and money. Millionaires are those who are aware of themselves. They are aware of their likes and dislikes. They are aware of what they use and don't use, which is important. It's that easy. Not spending $1 million on a white elephant is not the definition of wealth. Freedom is the true metric of wealth. If you're living a difficult life despite having millions, you might not be making the best use of it. Those who live much below their means have the freedom that people who are focused on improving their lifestyles can't imagine. Okay, people, it's time for us to sign off. If you know more things about which millionaires don't spend money, then let us know in the comment section. Before that, like and share this video. We'll be back with a new informative video soon.